Good morning. For your general reading today, if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me at sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. I will do the reading if I send you a few questions of what kind of reading you want, for one. Secondly, an invoice, and then I will create the video, just such as a YouTube video, and send it back to you so that you have it to review. Okay. Spirit, give us true precise messages for the collective, the messages they need to hear this week. Alright? The messages going into this week, but for today, what do they need to look forward to? What do they need to know for today? True precise message for Divine Feminine. What energies are they bringing with themselves today? What is their energy, overall energy for Divine Feminine? And Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. Divine Masculine, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. The Poop. Those are beautiful cards for energy. Set these over here for a minute. So Tobias of the Waters. Divine Feminine going within the Oakland. Very earth energy. 11 card, a 9, and a 10. 9, 10, and 11, progression. So you're progressing along, Divine Feminine. Spirit Dancer, you transformed recently again, had a rebirth. You're feeling very light-hearted and like dancing. You're very much shining, and Spirit wants you to share your glow, your shine with others. I may have to close that line a little bit more. I had it open for the light earlier. The Oakman here is very earth energy. People, they see your glow, and they see the changes in you, and they are watching you with awe, like, did you see that? Did you see Aquarius? Did you see, Libra? Etc. Hang on. Forgot the microphone again. Okay. So you're getting a lot of attention regarding the changes in your, the way you are. You uprooted your old belief systems, and you're just functioning newly, and people are seeing this in you. They're seeing the change. Also, with this recent shift of energy, everyone is leveled up a little bit, right? So, or a lot. Things are changing rapidly. But it's being seen in you. You're showing it. Well, you may not see it in yourself, but others see it. You're going to be getting a lot more attention, a lot more people looking at you when you go to work, to stores, etc. You'll notice it. Tobias of the Waters is very nice energy. Clearing, this always reminds me of cutting away the old and welcoming in new energy, but also being a channel or like a vessel for transmuting negative energy to positive energy. So people might come at you with gossip or negativity, but you have a way of transmuting it and speaking positive words, or putting a positive spin on how another way perhaps they could look at it, another perspective for them to see it. You're transforming, you're transmuting dark to light, and that's a beautiful thing. So the divine masculines, and again, this is not necessarily genders, the divine masculine, divine feminines, that's just energy, so it plays however it resonates with you. Alright, so the Pook, very much in their solar plexus, their throat chakras open, their third eye's open, in their power, taking a look at things. With light and how it affects you, not how they might not a gloom and doom like look at life, but you have your pessimistic outlook at life, or or pessimistic or positive. Can't think words today with a congestion. The energy in this card is like some of the masculines are trying, but to see the lighter side of their situation. So, but they need to realize that how we see our situations, it's like you don't want to see yourself as your situation is in a self-pity. Don't put yourself in a victim mode. You need to put yourself in the hero mode. You need to put yourself in you can change your life. You have the ability to create your own life. You are energy, and what energy you pull in is your creation. So if you're always thinking and looking at things from a self-pity, a gloom and doom outlook, then that's what you're going to attract. And that's the Pook. Reminding you to not have self-pity, reminding you to have the outlook, more of the hero outlook of helping not only yourself but others, and knowing you are enough, knowing you are worthy. Guess I wasn't done with that card yet. But it's adorable. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful energy. The Bright Mothers, again, she's very much focused. I should show you this, I suppose. I don't know if I showed you the others. So, Bright Mother, and sometimes her face looks like she doesn't appreciate all these people looking at her. So she's turning her head, kind of like turning her head away from something. Like, she doesn't want to deal with the negative. She doesn't want to deal with other people's opinions. She's just going to turn her head away. But she is definitely focused on things to come, seeing the future, the brighter side of things. And this cute little cherub angel here has her attention. And that's her focus, is things that are bright and happy, unconditional love. And these things that are dark energy of onlookers are not going to get her attention. You can see her face. So that's the masculine energy. Now, some people like the animal cards, so I'm just going to pull one for each. Divine feminine energy for today, please, and the animal totem. One. Thank you. Okay, for the divine masculine, please. Berlin, earthworm. Okay, so feminines are moving forward slowly out of the emotional state that they were in, still protecting themselves but working on their chakras. Very good. And the masculines have doing the work. A beginner, a novice. This is like newbie energy. They're just learning this, maybe learning to look into tarot or looking into their spiritual path, soul purpose. Maybe they're just starting out or coming out of victim mode and looking at the positive side of life, seeing themselves as that hero for someone. is allowing themselves to be vulnerable or feeling vulnerable, and they're not losing hope. They have hope, but they're just learning to embrace that new version of themselves. Okay? True precise messages for divine feminine, for divine masculine, free spirit. True precise messages for divine feminine, divine masculine for today's energies. For divine feminine. 5 cards for feminine, please. One more. Thank you. Last. Next to the last. Okay, divine masculines, please. Messages for divine masculines. 5 cards. Gotta be precise with spirit, otherwise he'll give me 10 cards again like yesterday. Two more, please. Thank you. Thank you. And look at that, let's have those ways we have in the room. Okay. So Divine Feminines has the Two of Cups starting off this morning, sharing that unconditional love with your counterpart, the nurturing them from energetically, or maybe you're even in contact with them, sending them, have messages of have a nice day, etc. If you woke up this morning with your divine masculine. Either way, it's very calm waters, the sun is shining on you on this connection. It's been a slow journey, but other people are looking upon this. The suns are shining on you, the gods are blessing you. And you're definitely raising the vibration of the earth and blessing all living creatures by your energy of coming together, even if it is only through messages and not in person as of yet. Definitely raising the vibration of one another. Okay, you are going to get some Ace of Wands, divine communication coming in regarding this connection. This also has sexual, okay, I was going to say sensual, but sexual came out. Sexual or sacral energy attached to it, and considered as the phallic. But definitely divine communication regarding this protected union, this connection. Queen of Cups, you're nurturing yourself. You're holding your hand over the cup. It's been an emotional journey for sure, but you are keeping your toes in the calmness of the waters, your emotions. You have learned to be strong in your emotional intelligence, self-control over the emotions, but still learning to think both with your heart and intellect, not only with your mind, and not only with the heart. Thanks, Spirit. Some people react, and you're learning to reply rather than send back the nasty note or the sarcasm. And you're learning to tone things down so that all your messages, all of the words that you're speaking and sending into the universe to others, not just your divine counterpart, but to others as well, to be love and light, which is beautiful. This is a stability or Four of Pentacles, working on your Pentacles, working on stability, that you're perhaps trying to get balance in your Pentacles as a single, the High Priestess being single, but supporting yourself, listening to your intuition, having a lot of growth in yourself right now, and anything you want to manifest, that that you have the tools to do so. You've already shed your skin. You've had many rebirths by now. Listening to your higher self, many towers have fallen, but you have cleaned up the rubble from the fallen tower, and you carry on. The Divine Masculine knows that you've been nurturing this connection. They probably even know that you've given more than they have in this connection. The Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, is you're giving more than balance, more than, it's not equal. It's not a Six of Pentacles. It's more than enough. And you need to pull back and not overwater this connection. You are being very loyal and very heartfelt and compassionate, and they know this. They know they haven't given to you equally. Page of Swords sees you as the sword of truth that you are, the Page of Swords in your truth, cutting out the BS, cutting out the, you set your boundaries, you're standing firm on your ground for those boundaries. And perhaps they even feel a little bit left out in the cold. The Temperance is here to balance things out for the best, for the overall health of your highest self, for a healthy connection, so that things can bloom and blossom beautifully. So that when the sun rises, it grows continuously. The calm waters of emotion, you have a lot of emotion, a lot of heartfelt feelings for one another. This is a divinely guided connection. The Divine Masculine, as the Queen of Wands, wants to come in communication. They hear you, or they know that you're telepathically, they can speak to you telepathically. They're listening for you. They sense that you're perhaps distant or pulling away your energy at this time. Fiery energy is what's felt from that card. 18, it breaks to a 9. Moon, the moon cycle we recently had. We also have the 2 towers here, but these 2 towers are built sturdy, they're firm, they're not crumbling like the tower moments that crumble on faulty foundations. So because this is a divinely guided, both of you have to be in union with self first. Since there's 2, you each have to build your own solid foundation first before you can come together as one solid foundation. It's been very emotional for you coming together. Perhaps you feel like it's unrequited love. Again, we do see the imbalance of nurturing, but Spirit is bringing this together. They're removing obstacles that are standing between you currently. Just going to get some tea. Okay. Spirit, clarify the 2 of Cups for Divine Feminines, please. I would speak louder, but my throat, or my voice is barely back yet. Okay, 2 cups for Divine Feminine, please. We know that change is inevitable. I'm just getting a channeled message, so I'm just going to share it while I shuffle. We know that change is inevitable, but currently there's a rapid change going on a daily basis. The Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines are being changed. They're being brought in before their spirit guides to address things that are standing between one another so that this can move forward at a faster pace, moving them out of the snail pace. Queen of Cups. Because the world wants to turn and it needs to move forward because of the things to come. Also, we'll focus on children. to raise the vibration of the children as well as the adults, sharing love and light, helping children, perhaps those angel trees that have children's names on them, looking for Christmas gifts. You could adopt a child in that sense, buying them a gift to help brighten their Christmas. So the Two of Cups clarified by transformation, of course. So again, another rebirth has occurred with the cocoon. You had to go through each stage. So we go through many soul rebirths, but recently the divine feminines have gone through multiple, and so have the masculines going to. But the divine feminines are to bring them to that higher vibration, to lift them up for their mission, their soul purpose, so that they stand out above the rest. The other earthlings that are not in mission, not in soul purpose, not in this journey, are like zombies. They're not seeing things clearly as you are now that you've been awoken, now that you've been transformed and have your rebirth. Your third eye is wide open and you're seeing, you're probably even having visions of the other realms, the other dimensions as well. It's a Four of Wands, stability with this Two of Cups. And this Two of Cups, this connection is divinely guided and it will be stable, because it's coming from a sturdy foundation. The communication that's going to be coming in might be regarding things that they're leaving behind from your divine masculine. They are seeing things from the higher perspective also. They also have their rebirth. They're no longer wanting to be that Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, that in and out player energy. They're putting aside, shedding that, like the snake skin. They're shedding the old self. Remember that to view them as, and I was reminded this with a channel earlier today with another message, that we need to remember when they come to us, they will be a new person. They've shed that old skin and they will be the new person, and we need to view them as that new person and not of their old habits, the old ways of their treating you, or things that had occurred. Those weeds have been long removed, as you see here with the Two of Coins. A lot of weeds all around him. He's planted his seeds in the wrong place. He planted a tree in the house. So things are being removed that put in their correct place. Things are being put in place. Thank you, Spirit. But go within and meditate, balance self, and know that Spirit is working on them as well. Your Queen of Cups energy here is your turn at 10 of Wands, putting down the burdens of the way things were, putting down the things of overwatering, over-nurturing, and remembering to come into union with self, heal self first. So you're turning your back to things that attacked you. Right? This is the end of an old cycle, and again another new cycle. We are going through many cycles more rapidly. Things are speeding up. Things are changing so rapidly, and it's just a real urgent message we need to get out. 6 of Coins, 6 of Drums. 6 of Coins is equal balance, give and take. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles, stability, right? Having the strength. Strength card here, having the strength, regardless of how people see you, you are changing. They are watching. They know you're changing, metamorphosizing. Perhaps you're noticing changes in yourself in the mirror, not only in your inner, but exteriorly as well. And people are noticing that. They know that you are Princess of Cups, almost the Empress type energy here. You just walk calmly in your emotional intelligence, and you carry yourself so beautifully, and you radiate that confidence. Spirit is guiding you. They're carrying you through these journeys, and they want you to be reminded of that. The Manifestation, the Magician card, you again Spirit says no. This is regarding your King of Cups. Your King of Cups is coming forward slow as a turtle. Aren't they always? They're surrounded by emotions. They're having, they're holding on to this. They are using the lantern to hold on to this, but having to go back within, almost like a hermit, and think about it. And then they go through some change and go back to hermit. Their change is slow, and their movement towards you is being slow, but it is emotional. They do love you. I don't know where that just came from, but someone needed to hear that or be reminded. Okay, now they too have transformed, so that's what Spirit corrected was. This was your transformation, and to know that they are no longer a zombie. They see things clearly. They are transformed. They are ready to take flight. They are wanting to get into mission, soul purpose, and they're looking things up regarding that. I do apologize. I think I'm losing my voice again, so hopefully you can hear this okay. Again, this is probably the only message or reading I'm going to get out today because of my voice. Just trying to get over this. But Spirit wanted to get the messages out this morning about the change, about the urgency, about self-love, and going into union for self and being in your soul purpose. To be in your journey, each of you need to be strong. A tree has, small tree has the roots, but the roots grow, at first all those roots have to grow more than the tree on top so that it can withstand all the storms that they go through. Seven of Pentacles, Spirit for the Divine Masculine. Energy for the Page of Swords, please, Spirit for the Masculine. I did get a new deck yesterday. I have to charge it. It's sitting there, but I should have picked it up before the full moon to help charge it. The book that came with it is so small, I need a magnifying glass to read the writing in it. It's like this little tiny booklet. It's the smallest booklet I've ever seen. Definitely gonna have to just read them with into channeling messages, but it's a nice deck. Temperance, please. Okay, I think those. And Queen of Wands, please. Okay. Queen of Wands. Anything else? Okay, that's a bit much here. Moon. Feel free. Okay, so Spirit says we're done with that deck. You just dropped it out of my hand. This is the new deck. I'll just show you fast for whatever reason. It's the Native American, so it's beautiful artwork design on the outside. I saw it when I got the Shaman deck, this one, and I love the energy on these, so I went back for this. I'll show you real quick. So like these have, I'll show you the image. the card shaking a little bit. You see, like on the bottom, it actually gives words like the silence. So it kind of reminds me of Hermit, maybe. And so, oh no, that's the Hermit. It says the Hermit. Then this is the Fool card. How funny was that one? And smoke signals. Here's the Sun card. Beautiful. Strength is a beautiful one. Ten of Coins is still stabbed in the back. So anyway, I'm leaving them in the what's left of the full moon or the waning moonlight to charge. Alright, so moving forward, Seven of Pentacles. Didn't mean to get off on the card deck for whatever reason, and I'll pick these up later. Alright. Seven of Pentacles. So you're over nurturing this. Again, Four of Pentacles, you would think that it would be balanced, but it wasn't, because these were faulty coins that wasn't grounded. They weren't true, so it wasn't balanced like a Four of Pentacles should have been. Because of moon energy, the shadow work involved. So this person is the masculines are having to come out of the shadow work through and walk through the storm. You've got to walk through the storm out of the shadows towards this Two of Cups energy for that equal love. They know that you're the star, that you guide them, and they want to come towards that calmer water. So the Page of Swords is Seven of Swords. Leaving behind things that no longer serve you. You've set your boundaries. And you have your Nine of Cups. You were waiting for that 10th cup from maybe your Divine Masculine, but you are 10 of Cups all in your own. Fill your own cup, completely filled with your own. Move in your soul purpose, your mission, be in your journey. And Spirit will bring your Divine Masculine to you. The magnetic pole will come when they have their cup filled. The Hierophant is your Divine Masculine, and the Spirit is working on them. Temperance. Balancing things out. They are putting the work in, Divine Masculines. They want this. They want to come to you with the Cup of Love, Knight of Cups. Now with this though, I tend to see this cup is tipped over a little bit, so maybe it's an empty cup. So maybe they're bringing you an offer of love, but there's nothing in his cup. He hasn't filled it for himself yet. But he does want that Chariot to move forward with you. Queen of Wands. Alright, so Nine of Wands. He knows that you've set your boundaries. You're turning your back to the things that were blocking you, which were the three-party situations, the devil energy, right? You're standing firm in your belief, your journey. You're moving forward on your own here, and he sees that with this Queen of Wands. And yes, you are aware of his devil energy, right? His three-party situations, perhaps sexual addictions or whatever addictions, right? Could just be workaholic. The work itself could be another party, three-party situation. But in this situation, it is other women. There are three other women in this, at least for someone that's listening. He wants to come in and offer you his truth with control. He does have a bridle on this horse, taking control of the situation and coming in rapidly. This is a very rapid, perhaps even some sharp words, since his sword is up. But he has made a decision. He's chosen someone, whether it's you or a karmic again, regarding the lovers, and he senses, he feels the energy that the passion from you has gone out, or the magnetic pull from you has gone out. He doesn't feel you giving him and overwatering him anymore. The moon energy is here. Temperance is balancing things out with temperance, justice. is coming, well, temperance is kind of like justice, but temperance is balancing the emotional aspects, things that were just bringing down the divine feminine's energy, and that was getting too toxic for the divine feminine, so Spirit encouraged you to pull back so that the wheel of fortune for the divine feminine can move forward. The divine masculine knows that you're moving forward without him. I think another attack. This one, let me grab these. Just because it's been driving me crazy while I sat there. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else regarding this spread for the masculine? Yep. Okay, got a lot still to say. Just needed different cards evidently. Something slipped here, and I do take the flippers, as you know. So let's see. What are they dealing with? So you're moving forward, which did cause a tower moment for them energetically. Of course it did. Also, it moved forward their transformation, their rebirth. They had to make decisions regarding that three-party situation. The tears that have spilt were both ways regarding that karmic that they were balancing. But they know that you are the Empress, that you birthed the new beginnings. For some, perhaps there are pregnancies involved. I'm going to pull. I'll just see how the energy reads with these. I haven't even tried them yet. Just going to see this, what we get. If not, I'll let you know that if something doesn't go through. Like I said, I haven't even worked with them yet. I just set them in the moonlight. But I just got them yesterday, or last night really. Any messages in this deck regarding this spread, please, Spirit? Anything coming through from this deck regarding this spread? Anything you want to share with the collective off these decks? I'm not going to speak yet. I'm not even feeling energy off them yet. With these, I could feel it at the damn bottom. I felt the energy. I literally, on the way home, I couldn't even wait to open them. Oh, maybe it just needed some competition. Everything is energy, just remember that. Even words, they feel nice. I like them, the size and everything are really nice. Okay, so, what do we have? So they want you to know that they feel like they've ruined your connection together. Perhaps they feel like this is like the Ten of Swords I'm feeling with the hatchet. And the picture, of course, depicts that as well. But it's an ending of the stabbing in the back. They feel like they ruined this connection that they felt when you pulled back your energy. They feel like they should have done more. They should have told you they love you. They should have stepped up, right? They should have manned up or womaned up. But they do want the sun to rise with you, and again, and they are willing to put the work in to correct whatever happened, to patch this up, to build it up again. Yes, craftsmen. They're willing, three of craftsmen. They're willing to put the work in. This is like three of pentacles. Spiritually, they're working on their spiritual growth as well, because they see that you are very spiritually, with all the things that you know, and how they see you as a high priestess. They know that you are spiritual and you're ahead of them, so they want to put the work in to have that same spiritual growth that you have, to have that inner peace that you have. They're almost envious. Some of them are very envious of your peace, the glow. And they want to plant seeds with you. This is the 10 of harvest. Again, it's an ending. They planted seed. They thought they had planted seeds in what they wanted to bring in the harvest. They realized that they had done more harm than good, and so now they feel they need to perhaps start again, because this is the ending in harvest. So they want a new beginning with you, to plant new seeds. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Let's get some messages. Okay. I shuffle, as you know. I say this every time. I shuffle all of my cards, meditate on all of them. I have 30 decks, or no, actually over 30 decks. And I probably shuffle all except 2. I think I left 2 over there. That way, if Spirit has me pull a different deck, they're already shuffled. So know that all the energy is already put into all the decks before we begin. Alright. Messages for Divine Feminines. Messages do you have for Divine Feminines, please? Fairy deck. I like those beautiful cards. I like that one. Alright. And for the masculines, please. Okay. Masculines. Oh, definitely. Taking all 3. They all want it. Nope. And evidently there's these. Masculines get more. Maybe they need more. Messages for the collective. Divine Feminines first. You are the star. We know that. It's also Aquarius. But all Divine Feminines are the star. You're the leader. You light the path for the Divine Masculine to see. You lead them. You teach them how to be, how to pull away from a relationship if they're in another one. You teach them how to step up their game. You teach them how to gain that inner peace. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. 9 of Summer. It's like a fairy godmother energy. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled in a magical time of life. And the Rabia, the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of the divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. That's for the collective. More feminine energy though. The Dreamer first. This is the 0 card, the Fool's Journey, the Fool card. Taking that leap of faith. Embrace your true purpose. Yes, get in your true purpose. Get in your mission. Begin a new adventure and just trust. The 0 card. Justice is here, number 8. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions are ahead. And this looks like something, maybe a court decision, perhaps child custody, or a divorce situation for alimony. Opposing goals arising from different opinions. 5 of Springs. A battle. The desire for a more meaningful life. Yes, you're taking the path. You're on your journey, looking for that meaningful life, that inner peace. Divine Masculine. Open your heart to love. beginning a new intimate relationship or a rebirth of a current one. The awakening of the psychic abilities and spiritual empathy, yes. Remember, once you have your rebirth, you're not the same person. It's a new relationship, a new connection with your same person. Happy news about career promotions and scholarships. A well thought out plan that goes perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. And don't worry, Spirit will push. Lilith. Ooh, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Look up your Lilith house. That might be speaking to you for some, okay? This was the message for collective, so everybody look up their Lilith house. This is what I have for you for today. Hopefully tomorrow my voice will be a little better. Have a great day. Namaste.